for our oblique. So we have this little lift through our bottom waistline we want to maintain when we do sideline leg work. So the towel, again, is going to give us a tactile cue on how to maintain that. So come over onto your left side for me. The towel is going to go right below your left ribs and in between your left ribs and your outer left hip. So you'll just kind of situate that for your body. Lay all the way down and bend your knees to a 90-degree bend. So I am not allowing my left ribs to relax down like this and push into the towel. They are lifting up, so there is space. So that towel is just going to live there to give you that reminder. So we have an arch through the low back. We have neutral. We have a lift through the left ribs. And then we'll extend our right leg straight forward, heel in line with sits bone. Turn the right toes down. You're going to lead with the right toes angling to the floor lower. And then turn the leg out, lead with the toes up. Turn down with the toes to lower. Turn up with the toes to lift. So we are rotating through the hip internally on the way down, externally on the way up. Now the hips are not moving though, right? So the leg is rotating in the hip socket. That's a better way to say it than the hips are rotating. But this is called external rotation when the leg lifts and internal rotation when the leg lowers. Now I'm going for as much range as possible. So I actually want you to think of this movement initiating from the top of your leg. So the foot is the easiest to move and see, but the movement is actually the entire leg bone. So when you go up and your toes turn up, you actually want to think of your inner thigh turning up. When your toes turn down, you want to think of your outer thigh turning down. That's it. Good. Turning out and in. And we're definitely maintaining that distance between the ribs and the hips here, right? So you do not want to be in a tuck. So this is not a C-curve class today. We're doing a little bit different. I just like kind of playing around and teaching new things, finding new things in the body. And I feel like as a teacher, I'm constantly trying to be a student and learn new things, and I like to offer that here on my channel. Okay, we're gonna just hold it up on the next one at hip height, but turn your toes, knee, and top of the thigh down. Make sure we have that arch in the low back. You're gonna give me little lifts. So this could possibly feel very strange, right? Typically, we're in parallel or turn out. We don't do a lot of internal rotation, but what happens is that then there's part of our hip that's stiff and part of our hip that is not strong. And we wanna be strong all over. Good. Okay, have we collapsed in the bottom waist? I think I have. Lifting it back up. Little squeezes. Okay, I'm definitely feeling that outside hip. I love it. I just want you to turn up now. So rotating towards the ceiling without the top hip lifting, and then little pulses. Okay, I'm trying to keep my legs straight, and I'm naturally wanting to flex my foot, so that is what I'm going for here. And I also want you to really look at that knee. Try not to let it bend and extend. So one straight lift lower. Okay, let's do one of each. So heel up, pulse, toe up, pulse. Heel up, pulse, toe up, pulse. That is evil and it burns. Okay, we got 6 and 6, 5 and 5, 4 and 4, 3 and 3, 2 more guys, 2 and 2, last set, 1 and 1. Woo, that was a good burn. Okay, so let's take it in. We have that towel. We're taking it to the right side of the mat. We're gonna lay down on our right side. I'm laying all the way down because our focus is getting this oblique lift, and I think it's easier to find it by laying all the way down. So we've got that towel there right below the outer right ribs, and I'm pulling my waist up. So I can literally slide my hand between that right waistline and the mat. You should see that your hips are back behind your chest, right? So we're staying out of a tuck. We have length here. Okay, relax your neck. We're gonna extend this left leg straight forward, angle the toes down. We're gonna go towards the floor, toes down, rotate up, toes up, lift. Gonna think of kind of like a fishtail. Turn in, turn out. Now, I didn't say this on the other side, but if you need to modify, the leg can be lower down towards the front corner of the mat. That's a good modification. The leg, heel in line with hip, is going to feel a lot more challenging on that outer hip muscle. It also requires a lot of flexibility in that hamstring. So you might just feel like you kind of get stuck and can't get your leg that far forward. Then it's totally fine to have it lower down. Okay, knee is long, thigh is firmed. We turn in, and then we're going to rotate upwards. Okay, push your bottom leg into the floor for stability. We have that lift through our bottom side. Good, there we go. Turn it in, and then rotating up. Okay, hips and shoulders are stacked, and I am definitely trying to keep an arch in my low back, which for me here is something new I've really been working on, because I was just noticing that I was doing so much imprint that my low back wasn't getting, having enough of its natural curve, wasn't feeling that strong. So today's class, by keeping this low back, paying a lot of attention to the curve, it's going to help strengthen your low back in all of these positions. Good, and then turn it up. Turn it in, take it down, rotating that inner thigh to the ceiling, and we lift. Outer thigh to the floor, and we lower. Okay, let's do 3 more. We got 3, and 2. Okay, last one, and 1. Okay, rotate the toes, knee, and top of the thigh down. You're gonna give me little lifts. Good, I'm maintaining that distance in my waist. I can feel on this side, it's definitely harder for me. I'm definitely feeling like I wanna tuck my hips a little bit more. So I just give myself tactile cues, put my hands on my hips to help keep them in place. Good, it's also very apparent to me that I have less range of motion here in this internal position on the side. It's like, whoa, feels a lot more challenging to connect with. Okay, we're gonna externally rotate in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn the toes and knee up, and then little lifts. So check that top hip, make sure it's pulling back in space and not jutting forward. Oh, yes. I love sideline leg work. It just burns like so crazy. Okay, knee is straight. In 10 seconds, we're gonna do 10 alternating to burn it out. Good, in 5, 4, 3, 2, make sure that waistline is lifted. Turn it out, pulse it up. Turn it in, pulse it up. Okay, we're just rotating 9, 9, 8, 8. Chest is puffed up. Tailbone is reaching to the wall behind you. We got it. 6, 6, 5, 5. See if you can bring that leg further forward. 4, 4, 3, 3. 2 more sets. 2, 2. Last set. 1 and 1. Woo, that hip burn though.